Hello, you're welcome to Brainx TV. Today, we are looking at prime factorization, and we have some questions to solve under prime factorization. Alright, so let's get to the solution and work out. So the instruction says, write the following numbers as product of prime factors using the factor tree method. We're going to use the factor tree method to write these numbers as products of prime factors. Alright, so let's start with it over here. Let's start with the very first number. We have 36. This is the factor tree method. Now, the factor tree method is a method that is used to break down a given number into prime factors. I repeat, the factor tree method is a method that is used to break down a given number into product of prime factors. So let's get started. We have 36. So to answer a question of this nature, you ask yourself, which numbers will multiply to give 36? Please note, don't use the number times 1 because 1 is not a prime number. Neither is it a complex number. So don't use 1 because 1 will lengthen the pace of our work and would. So please don't use 1. Now you can use all the other factors of the number apart from the number times 1. Alright, so let's start with 36. So ask ourselves, which two numbers are going to give us 36? Then we can use 3 times 12. So we break it down this way to give it a branch. Now when you come across a prime number, you circle it up. Because we have to express it as product of prime factors. So as soon as we get a prime number, we circle it up and start going to breaking the composite number down. So all of them become prime numbers. Alright. So for 36, we are using 3 times 12. Now, since 3 is a prime number, we will circle 3 up. And 12 is not a prime number, so we break it down. So breaking 12 down, which two numbers are going to give us 12? You can have 3 times 4 or any other factors apart from 12 times 4. So you can be using 3 times 4. And from this, 3 is a prime number, so you circle it up. 4 is not a prime number, so we break it down. So breaking 4 down will give us 2 times 2. Now 2 is a prime number, so we circle it up. 2 is a prime number, so we circle it 2. So we'll be able to dissolve 36 into prime factors. So our solution to the first question will give us 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Please note that you can write it as 3 times 3 times 2 times 2. It is not wrong. But let us try to write the factors in an order from the smallest to the greatest. Okay, if you write it this way, it is still correct. Alright, let's get to the second question. We have 100. So using the factor tree method, let's go back down to 100. So we ask ourselves, which two numbers are multiplied to give us 100? Then I have 10 times 10, 2 times 50, 4 times 25, 5 times 20. You can use any of them. Don't forget that any of them that you use, you still arrive at the same set of prime factors. Alright, so I'm going to use 10 times 10. You can use 4 times 25, or 5 times 20, or 10 times 10, or 2 times 50. Any of them will give us the same answers. Alright, so using 10 times 10, you get 10 here, and get 10 here. Now, 10 is not a prime number, so we break it down. This will give us 2 times 5. Now 2 is a prime number and 5 is a prime number. So we'll settle them up. Then for this other 10 to break it down to get 2 times 5. So 2 is a prime number, circle it up. 5 is a prime number, circle it up. So we're able to dissolve 100 into prime factors. So just multiply them up. So this will give us 2 times 2 times 5 times 3. Please help you understand what you're doing. Alright, now to the next one we have 84. So I'm putting this as I will use it as a worksheet. So for 84, we ask ourselves number 3, 84. Which two numbers will multiply to give us 84? Yes, just yes. Alright, so we have 7 times 9. 7 times 12 to give us 84. We have 4 times 21 to give us 84. We have 3 times 28 to give us 84. We have 6 times 14 to give us 8. So all these are factors of 84. Don't worry, if we choose any of them, and as you go along, you get the same answers. Alright, so we're going to use 7 times 12. Okay, you can also use 6 times 14, and use 3 times 28, and we'll still give you the same answer. You can use 4 times 21, 2 times 42. They are all factors of 84. Alright, so we're using 7 times 12. Now 7 is a prime number, so we circle it up. 12 is not a prime number, so we break it down. Breaking 12 down will give us 4 times 3. Now 4 is not a prime number, so we break it down. But 3 is a prime number, so we circle it up. And break 4 down. Break 4 down, we get 2 times 2. And 2 is a prime number, 2 is also a prime number. So, for 84, our prime numbers are, so let's go 2 times 2 again, times 3 times 7. Good. That's very good of you. So these are the products of prime factors for 84. Please pause the video and try these 2 questions on your own. When you finish, you check out and compare answers and show that you got it right. Okay, so please pause the video. Alright, let's get to the solution to the fourth one. We have 28. We ask ourselves, which two numbers will multiply to give us 28? We have 4 times 7. So 4 times 7 gives us 28. Or can I use 2 times 14? That one is correct. Okay? Now, 4 is not a prime number, so we'll break it down. But 7 is a prime number, so we'll circle it up. When we break it down, we'll get 2 times 2. So since the prime number is circle it up. So this is going to give us 2 times 2 times 7. Is that you understand it? Alright. And I hope you got the same answer as I've gotten when you tried it on your own. That's so good of you. Good. Let's get to the last one, which is 72. So 72. When we break 72 down, so these are some of the factors of 72. 8 times 9 is 72. 6 times 12 is 72. 4 times 18 is 72. 3 times 24 is 72. 2 times 36 is 72. So feel free to use any of these factors that I've mentioned over here to work out the prime factors of 72. Alright, so I'm going to use 9 times 8 to give us 72. Alright, so 9 is not a prime number, so we break it down. Breaking 9 down will give us 3 times 3. Now 3 is a prime number, so we circle them up. 8 is not a prime number, so we break it down. Breaking 8 down will give us 2 times 4. Since 2 is a prime number, we circle it up. And 4 is not a prime number, so we break it down. we get 2 times 2 to give us 4. Alright, so the product of prime factors from 7 to 2 will give us, please mention them along. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Good. Your answer is the same as what the person over here. Alright, so today we used factor tree method to write the product of prime factors for some given numbers. So if you're understanding that you've gotten here, try out some other numbers, and if you have any difficulty, just write it up in the comment section and I will address it to your utmost understanding. By so doing, we can say that mathematics is the easiest subject ever to be taught in schools. Please don't forget to subscribe to Brainx TV and share the link of the videos to your friends, as well like the videos. If you're on TikTok, please press the heart button over there and follow Brainx TV for more simplified ways of solving basic mathematics questions like this. See you in our next videos. Bye!